Finals in 2 minutes.
Which one do you need? Do the hustle.
I know. Dude, I told him today this morning. He always comes out.
Oh, they have to do it. Who else on with me? He did the Rasputin song. Rasputin? Oh, dude, and then it's a duet with the guy.
Hey, we matched up.
stay on, Ariana, stay on this side so you don't block the camera. Yeah, be over here. Ariana, be over here.
Yeah, I'll hug the karaoke thing, bro. I got a karaoke club. I got to take it down to the spot. Greatest karaoke spot ever.
Yeah.
Help, help, help! Cover!
2023 NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp coming to a close, and the NBA Finals starts now. 20-minute first half between the Sonics and the Bobcats. Sonics have earned themselves the the orange and blue jerseys as they are the #1 team, and the Bobcats have earned themselves the #2 spot. And starting out with a bucket there, the Sonics in number 59, Asher Rice. NBA Finals, Supersonics head coach Charles Roth and Bobcats head coach Scott Thomason. Easton Glanville has been the talk of the NBA division with the height of 5'8", standing down in the paint, offense and defense, making blocks, making stops, deflections like that one. And then offensively, he holds the ball high and he's able to knock down shots over even the 5'7" Zach Krieg, and Krieg does the same to him. Here is a fast break the other way, stopped by Cash Bradley as it knocks off his leg and out of bounds. It'll be Supersonics basketball. Both coaches saying no layups, force them to shoot the ball, which isn't the best shooting percentage division that we've seen, but we know that they can knock them down if they stay open. Jax Peshman handling for the Bobcats. This one goes inside, doesn't fall. Fighting for it, that'll be called for a jump. Jax Peshman favoring that right side, gets a screen from Fowles. Try to use those handles to get away. Looks at an open three. Almost got it to bank through, but Easton Glanville with an easy board. Looking at these teams, Supersonics currently ball in hand. Jack Doherty, Jeremy Willis, Luke Wilson, Easton Glanville, Max Glanville, Trevor Flood, Tanoa Hall, Asher Rice, and Micah DeOlis. That is the Supersonics team as Easton Glanville. Basket will not count.
No bucket, orange ball. Let's go, orange. No bucket.
Inadvertent whistle will give it back to the Supersonics. Here's a block by Peshman. Off the right side, Bradley lost the handle, chased down by Asher Rice. Rice deflected by Bradley, ball loose to the sideline. And it goes white. Looking at the Bobcats team as they now have possession, Jamison Fowles, Ian Memmer, Canyon Gilliam, Evan Beck, Mac Thomason, EJ Witt, Cash Bradley, Zach Krieg, and Jax Peshman. That is the Bobcats team put together by Scott Thomason. Remember, this all started on Monday. Evaluation teams, which were placed on by our very own Jeremy Hurtado, threw all the campers onto different teams, and then the coaches were able to see the players' ability and evaluate them so that that night they can draft them onto teams to make it fun, fair, and competitive. And here we are, Championship Friday with the NBA Finals. Peshman underneath with the right hand scoop and some visible frustration as he couldn't get the first bucket for the Bobcats. Cash Bradley takes the steal away from Glanville. Max Glanville is the only one who stands in his way. EJ Witt puts up a 15-footer. Off the block, doesn't go. Glanville, the block. Max Glanville will hold high. Peschman is his defender. Up and down, looking for Easton, taken away by Thomason. Thomason stolen by Glanville. He has an open look. Bradley from behind, swatting at the arm. Called for a foul. 2 free throws coming up as the Sonics lead 2-0 for the NBA Finals. Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness. 2, Bobcats nothing for the NBA Finals. Just under 15 minutes to play, and these two teams, man, have we seen a fantastic week from them. They've been back and forth all the way through. Surprising victories, surprising losses, and here, Max Glanville at the line, getting fouled on the last possession before the break. Glanville misses both. And a deep rebound. Max gets his own miss. Peschman picked up his dribble. He was going to throw it deep to Zach Krieg, but he wasn't open when he was about to release, so he had to hold it back.
White ball.
Ball still free. Nice drive down on the side. Trevor Flood can't hit. Excuse me, that's Willis. Doing some work inside, got it to go. Asking for the foul as well. Not going to get it this time, unfortunately, but Ian Memmer adds 2 points to tie it up.
Hey, Evan, over here. Evan, help. That's fine. Go back, Ian. Come on, Luke.
Glanville holding at half court, taken away by Peschman. Up and down, stripped away again. Glanville stopped by Peschman on the wing. Just throws it up for anyone. It'll be chased down by the Bobcats, Ian Memmer. Peschman goes for the layup inside. 2 straight buckets for the Bobcats. They now lead 4-2.
Next time out is at 10 minutes. Yeah. 2 minutes.
Max Glanville held high again by Peschman, not wavering on that defense, staying up high so that it's harder for them to get something going. To Noah Hall, all the way down, hard off the backboard, a little bit too much. Peshman uses that sidestep and the crossover. He doesn't get it. Glanville over. Willis down the middle, bats it over, and the shot won't go. Peshman again on another board. Baseline drive, up and down, doesn't go for the open man. Zach Krieg is right there for the offensive board, and it looks like this one is going the other way towards the Sonics.
Good job, Sonora. Let's go. Cheer me up. Cut, Sonora. Bam. Good, Sonora. Let's go. Lay out.
Coach Routh asking for Hall to attack the basket. Krieg gets a handle on it, though, and strips it back away for the Bobcats. Sonics led 2-0 for most of this first half so far. Then the Bobcats had 2 straight from Jax Peshman and Ian Memmer. That's what changed this game up, switching that lead back and forth. 10 minutes to play in the first, leads to another timeout. 4-2, Bobcats leading for the NBA Finals. Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Outside, Asher. Trevor.
4-2, Bobcats leading the Supersonics. You're watching the NBA Finals at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. That's Easton Glanville adding the second bucket for the Sonics, tying it up at 4-4. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and I'm happy that you're joining me once more for this NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Have just one more game after this, 4-Court 2, which is the WNBA Finals. Similar to the NBA, 2 teams in that league. And the Lynx and Dream looking for a championship themselves, just like these 2 teams, and they're fighting like it as well. Through the NBA division, through the week, we've seen a lot of different style games where it would be high scoring in the first half, low scoring in the second, high scoring in both, low scoring in both. And the most recent game yesterday for the NBA, I saw low scoring in the first half. I believe it was 8-6 heading into the half. But then after that, the game ended in the 30s and high 20s. So we might just see some scoring happening after the mid-game adjustments made by head coaches Roth and Thomason. But these coaches as well getting into it during the games, both complaining about certain things. But hey, let's be 2 more points here. Glanville swatted at, fouled. 2 shots for Easton Glanville. This E.J. Witt with a little bit too much muscle there, slapping over across the miscoordination.
Hey, listen, Cash, pitch it over there. You're boxing them out. Gotta box out.
Scott Thomason teaching the team how to block out on free throws. As Glanville puts down number 1. Glanville 1 of 2. Bradley bats it at the official who's standing out of bounds. And since they are part of the game, but he's standing out of bounds, it does count as out. So here's an inbound again. E.J. Witt playing that defense on Glanville. And it's always the second shot for Glanville that is the easiest for him. First one, E.J. Witt close on his side, playing the best defense he can, but as soon as Witt turns around looking to see where that ball is, it can come down right back to Glanville, and then he's not in defense position, so he can't keep on playing that, which is slightly unfortunate, but good defense when it comes to the initial play.
Bring it. There he is.
Remember the takeaway by Flood.
Now take it, Luke. Good, Easton. Way to hustle. Where's your man, Easton? Where's your man? Right here. No, your man's right here in the middle.
Fouls.
Luke, who do you got, Luke?
To Witt, and the carry is going to be called on fouls before the pass. So another turnover. Sonics lead by 3 and get the ball back on the side.
Turn around. EJ, come on, buddy.
Wilson calls out the play. It looked to be good, but Thomason interrupts it.
Go back. Find yours. Behind you, Easton. Behind you, Easton. Go, go, go. Go, lay up.
Wilson stopped by Bradley. Coach was asking for a layup, but needs to go a little faster if he wants it to do so.
Get back, Lewis.
Good job, Luke. That's your man, Luke. Get over there. That's your man, Luke. Go get him.
Bradley, screen from Memmer.
Go get him, Luke. That's your
EJ Witt is open on the other side along with Thomason.
Move, that's yours. That's not yours. That's yours.
Bradley over Easton.
Good. Hey, Luke, somebody has it. You have to go in and get it. Come on, hey. Good job. EJ, big guy, EJ. Pressure. Go, Luke. Go, Luke. Get around, Easton.
Flood, 17-footer. Rebounded opposite side by Doherty. Doherty puts it up and through. Jack Doherty knocked down Deuce. Sonics 11, Bobcats 6. 5 minutes left in the first. Sonics have taken a 5-point lead. 10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Bring it right here. Here, come here. Go, Bob. There we go.
Supersonics and Bobcats for the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp NBA Finals. Sonics, led by Easton Glanville, has been dominating this game so far, leading by 5, but the Bobcats have done their work in getting the ball low. The shots just can't continue to fall, but the entire second half is still yet to come, and that has been the game changer in it. Of course, 22 minutes is a lot of time for teams to go through, but you'd like to see a little bit of consistency, and we've seen consistency on the fact that the second half is something completely different than the first. Peshman.
On the block.
Deolis from 15 tosses it up just a tad short. Tanoa gonna save it into play, but the only one there is Gilliam. Defense will get back. And here's Peshman. Peshman gonna launch it deep. Almost had it. Bricks off the block. Tanoa Hall fights for the rebound, and Easton Glanville will credit him with it. Peshman drives, swallowed up by orange jerseys. 2 free throws for Jax Peshman. See this, 3 orange jerseys swallow up the paint. Glanville, and Bayolis.
Max, step up one. Max up one, right there. Back to your benches, back to your benches.
Peshman able to get his first one. Peshman gets both.
8 for home, 8 for home, 8 for home. I got you, coach.
11-8, Sonics leading the Bobcats, under 2 left in the first. Here's Wilson all the way down to Noah Hall. And multiple other jerseys now fighting for that as there is no possession controlling it. But the alternating possession, Bobcats will get it. They have a chance to close this gap even more before the half. Peshman fades it up, looked good, but the accuracy was just left. Max Glanville, the chase down and the fast break. Picked up early, swings it across to Easton. Peshman sliding at it low as Glanville turns and shoots. Zach Krieg is there for the defensive board. Thomason up and down, it's taken away again. Under a minute left and the Sonics can add 2 more. Here's Glanville, guarded by Peshman again, takes a shot to the stomach and Glanville 11-8, 35 seconds left in the first. We'll take a break. You're watching the NBA Finals at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. "10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Hey, y'all counted that last bucket, right? What's up? You counted that last bucket? Yeah.
I didn't, but I mean, I think it should.
Yeah, I
Yeah. And then it's like all kind of.
No. Forget. I think. Oh no, that should be the score, no?
No, it should be 13-8, right?
Ready?
(13-8), 36 seconds left in this first half. Bobcats unfortunate there as Easton Glanville was able to take that shot, and Jax Peshman took a shot to the stomach there. He's on the sideline doing all right, recovering. We'll hopefully see him in the second half for the Bobcats. The Sonics lead currently, look to extend it 5 points, not a lot. And like I said earlier, second half is where the game changes and the bulk of the points are scored. As Easton Glanville goes up and down, nothing but net.
5, 4, 3,
2 seconds. Krieg not going to get it off in time. That ends half number 1, but there's still 22 minutes left to finalize an NBA champion. 15-8 into the half. Week 2 of the 2023 NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It is the NBA Finals, and we're 22 minutes away from crowning the NBA champion. Supersonics 15, Bobcats 8. I'm NorCal's voice of choice, Levi Flores, and it's been a heck of a battle all week long. But the Supersonics right now with the lead heading into the second half have that chance to crown themselves victor. But the Bobcats, of course, want to battle their way back. They're down by 7. Still plenty of time, and Jax Peshman, who went out in the last 30 seconds of the first half, is back into play for the Bobcats, and they certainly need him. He's a large scorer, but E.J. Witt also does the same for them, putting him back in the same decade of the 10s, 15-10. Here's Wilson on the move for the Supersonics, and what the Bobcats need to focus on is keep the ball out of the paint, and for the Sonics, all they need to do is keep getting the ball into the paint. It's that simple. It's the strong suit for both sides is keep it out and keep it in, and that's what it's going to come down to before we have a championship here for the NBA. Both coaches have done a great job with their adjustments during the halves. It always changes. It always gets closer during that second half, as we have a 5-second call in the corner, held on to it a tad long.
Hey, find your man. Find your man. Luke, Jack, over there, Jack. Trevor, you got him. Rebound.
Rebound, Cash Bradley on the reverse. We saw it plenty of times yesterday. He had 3 straight reverse layups, and today he uses that to his advantage. And here Glanville going back and forth with the ball, stepping into the field of play, then back out before getting rid of it. That's an unfortunate error, but gives the Bobcats another chance to close it out. But here's Bradley. He got away from Glanville by going up with that right hand on the opposite side. A fantastic play as Bradley will set up Peshman for the 3. Knockdown triple. Game's tied at 15-15, and just like that, the Bobcats have taken away that 5-point lead. A valiant effort by the Bobcats. The 3 and the layup from Bradley changes the game immensely, and like I said, it's always the second half that's the surprise. Open lane, drops it down off the board. Ian Memmer has taken the lead for the Bobcats. 7 straight points. And Coach Roth calling out to his defense, saying, hey, we need to pick up those guys. We always have to stay in front. Remember your numbers, stay on them, because 7 straight points in 3 minutes is not acceptable. Jack Doherty in the corner, goes baseline. 3, looking to answer the one from the corner a few minutes ago. Peshman tries putting him in the spin cycle.
Orange.
Orange, your ball right here. Hey, get it.
Peshman knocked down again. Hands it over to E.J. Witt. Ball still in play as it's taken right back. Memmer tosses up, slips down. E.J. Witt, the secondary. 3rd time's the charm. No, it's not. Memmer swallowed up by orange jerseys and travels on the baseline. Inbound to the corner, E.J. Witt gets his hands on it. Jump ball.
seconds to timeout.
Doherty, trapped by white jerseys, dribbles it out, but double dribbles.
Timeout.
17-15, the Bobcats with 7 straight points and unanswered to the Sonics in the second half. It's the NBA Finals, the NCS TV Summer Basketball. 10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Back on defense.
17-15, the Bobcats with a fantastic effort starting the second half. 7 straight unanswered points for the Bobcats, but Easton Glanville, Zach Krieg back into play, the 2 tall players, the 2 centers for both of these teams, 5'8" and 5'7".
Micah, you have 37 on defense.
They certainly have changed the style of how these 2 teams play, but 7 straight points for the Bobcats will not be easy to replicate. They still only lead by 2. But that'll definitely be recognized in this NBA Finals. Peshman makes his move on Doherty. Tosses up. Krieg still fighting with Glanville. Glanville able to strip it away. Middle of the court, picks it up early. Fighting for it again. Be tied up for a jump.
They just took it out in half.
I'm telling you, I'm going to pay one of them. One of these coaches is going to get paid, I swear.
Peshman calls out for the screen. Thomason comes up to set it. Puts it up into a 3. Peshman goes long. Ball loose for Thomason. His mid-range will be pushed out of bounds by Krieg. Willis pushed on the side with a foul. Bayless trying to find Glanville. Looks over at the coach as soon as he lost it. But here's Willis batting that one out.
Okay, Micah, find your man. Find your man, Micah. Find your man, Tanoa.
I got 54, I guess we go. Where you guys?
Come on, Jack, here we go. I need you to bring the ball up, okay? Okay, I think. Stop ball, Jack. Jeremy, help.
Peshman up and down, nothing but net, even with the swiping hands of Glanville.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Daolis. He's got a strip, but a backing out. And this is one of those interesting rules in basketball that not everyone knows, but if there's an interrupted dribble, you're allowed to go out of bounds and come back in as long as you didn't have possession and kept that possession. So the interrupted dribble, them going out and back in, as long as they repossess themselves inbound, they should be able to go back and get that ball. But it's one of those deep in the rule book that not everyone knows, and you really have to go deep into the writings to know that rule. But this one, it'll favor the Supersonics for this play, as Jack Doherty will go on the side for the Sonics. Bobcats lead 19-15 and are now on a 9-point streak.
That's not your man. Come on, Jack. Get up, Jimmy.
Willis gets a steal for the Sonics. Peshman takes the steal. He has 2 orange jerseys in front of him. Finds the lane, fouled. 2 free throws for Peshman, and ecstatic about it too.
Cannon, someone's got to come over here. Zach, Ken, Zach, you get a rebound right now.
That's the free throw.
Peshman misses the first. They're going to call the timeout, send it to the sides. 19-15, Bobcats 9-0 in the second half. Ten seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
One more shot. We good?
19-15, Bobcats leading the Sonics. Peshman adds another one there. They have 10 straight points in the second half, and the Sonics have been scoreless in the second half. Wilson looks at 3, looking for their first basket in the second half. Glanville, it's the last to touch it as it goes off baseline. And here's that shot from Wilson. He was looking at a deep 3, just a tad short. It was hanging on the rim for seconds before it fell off in the end. But the Bobcats now, they have completed the comeback. They have the lead by 5. There's still a lot of time, but with the Supersonics being scoreless, that changes something completely different. Shot blocked by Bradley. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay orange, but Bradley with the nice hands to sneak that in there and strip it out. Coach Ralph asking whose man is Peshman, who is the defender, because he's been scoring for him, and he's automatic as he shows again. No manual, all automatic. 22-15, now it's 12 straight points for the Bobcats. Sonics need an answer. The #1 seed can fall down here in the NBA Finals, but they need to pull it together. Peshman gets another steal, and his numbers are through the roof for this championship matchup. Deep pass to the baseline. Cash Bradley uses the handles against Flood. Travel on the pickup. That's called on Jamison Fowles. Deep pass over the head of Easton Glanville. Not easy to do as he towers over everyone. But another one turns over for the Sonics, and the Bobcats have another chance to push their lead even further. Peshman just inside the arc. Can't do it this time. And Easton Glanville. EJ Witt is going to get called for the foul first before the travel on Glanville. Keep it orange with the Sonics.
Here, Max, here. Here, Max. Go by it. Lay up.
Wilson on the drive, swallowed up by white jerseys, trying to keep it in the paint to Easton Glanville. He's pushed outside of that, but he finds an open man for the first basket in the second half. That is Trevor Flood scoring for the Sonics. 12-2 scoring in the second half. The Bobcats definitely winning the second half, but Jax Peshman has been the difference maker. Glanville lost the handle. Here he goes. Memmer gets the defense to jump, but then swallowed up and sandwiched by orange jerseys. Peshman with another mid-range goes up and over without a touch. Glanville against Witt and Bradley, both coming over for the double. He's fouled on the ground, and that stays it on the baseline. Asher Rice into Glanville. Bodies hit the floor, and Glanville will be fouled. Much as closer, it was Glanville. The target gets it high, and everyone snagging at that ball, but I believe Memmer was the one who picked up the foul as that shot goes down from mid-range and sends us to the timeout. 22-19, Sonics on the hem. "10 seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness. 10 seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Bobcats 22, Sonics 19, final 7 minutes. Bobcats outscored the Sonics 12-0 before the Sonics were able to put a score on the board. Right now, it's closed right back to a 3-point game. It was 15-10 at the half, but since then, Bobcats have controlled the offense. Sonics right back into play, though, after a few baskets from Glanville and Flood. Wilson picks up his dribble, deep 2-point bucket, goes short. Doherty getting Krieg to jump, will be forced to battle back out to the corner where he's trapped by Memmer. Gilliam Gets Deolis to move right by him. 2 more points for the Bobcats. Willis against Gilliam goes right up and under. A lid on the basket for the Sonics side of the court. Thomason turns and shoots from 15. Doherty able to reel it in. Three from the corner, look good, a little long, and a flat arc. Peshman all the way through, swiping his Deolis, but Peshman able to get there and drop it down. Here's a steal for Evan Beck, swatted at by Willis, got him to fly by, and Beck makes him pay. Bobcats 28, Sonics 19, the largest lead of the game. Sonics in trouble for the NBA Finals. Bobcats, the low seed, can possibly take away the victory from them and be crowned the NBA champions. Here's Deolis moving his way inside, gets Gilliam to jump, but he travels in the process. Peshman using his handles out high against Wilson, forced to pick it up. Gilliam is the option low. Thomason is the option high. Taken away by Willis. He's sandwiched between a multitude of white jerseys. He lost it off his foot. It's back to the Bobcats. Backdoor, Gilliam, two-step inside after the reception. He misses the first. Krieg is awaiting in the paint. Thomason takes a 17-footer. Krieg on the putback, and it's still available as it launches off Gilliam and will go orange.
Yeah, throw it in, throw it in.
To Noah Hall, battling through, he's fouled. Sonics will stack it on the baseline and look for an open play. We saw the Supersonics win yesterday's game on an inbound play in the final seconds from that exact play itself. We're going to send it to a timeout as the Bobcats are 2 minutes away from an NBA championship. Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
MK is 30 minutes.
Then they have a little sound they play.
One game! One game? That's all you got? One game.
2 minutes for the NBA Finals at the 2023 NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. The Bobcats 28, Sonics 19, and the Bobcats just that much closer to an NBA championship, trying to take down the #1 seeded Supersonics.
Wait, we got a third one.
Inbound to Peshman. Moving its way around, it's Cash Bradley turning, shooting, floats it up with the right hand, and out of bounds. Peshman going with the press for the Bobcats. I believe Scott Thomason telling Peshman, hey, we don't need a foul. We're up big. We're up by 9. We're just that much closer to winning this game. Let's not extend it. Let's allow the time to run out so that we can take this home without giving them free shots at the foul line. EJ Witt gets the board, and it doesn't look like the Sonics will play full court press besides Wilson, who's the only one back there with Peshman. Peshman uses the handles to get out of traffic.
Guys, we gotta get over here.
Stays here. Blue ball. Let's go. Right here. Wait.
Get on 85.
It's going to stay with the Bobcats, leading by 9, a minute away from a championship title. Cash Bradley into EJ Witt. Can't bank it through on the opposite side. Evan Beck goes long. Wilson sends it. Gilliam fouled on the line. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Ian Memmer. Memmer, you see going down, and Dotery had Memmer cut right in front of him. So a little push. Memmer fails to hit the rim, so that turns it over to the Supersonics. Need a result in three-point shooting, and I don't know who that would be, but that would be the fastest way to come back from the deficit. Travel, Glanville up and down twice. The Bobcats regain it. It'll be white and blue. Cash Bradley to inbound for the Bobcats. Slips out to Evan Beck, who banks it in. 2 more for the Bobcats to solidify the victory in the final 30 seconds. Glanville, D pass to Easton Glanville. He's sandwiched with the Sonic in between. Glanville at the line, can't get it to go. It comes out to the open corner for Wilson. Allows Mehmet to fly by. His 3 goes long. Ball is loose for the final 13 seconds, and the Bobcats, all they have to do is count the seconds. And that is going to do it. The Bobcats win the NBA Finals for Week 2 at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. The Sonics started off hot. They were up 15-10 at the half and got shut out in the second as the Bobcats scored big and the Sonics were held to 2 baskets. The NBA Finals concludes here as the Bobcats, your champions, 30-19. And coming up next, the WNBA for the 2023 NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp.